Hi, everybody, and allow me to wish you a Merry Christmas. Um, this review will be going up Christmas week 2014, so I just want to wish you all the happiest of holidays and good wishes for the new year and this, that, and the other thing. Today, we'll be taking a look at celebrating the G.I. Joe 50th anniversary, the Arctic Ambush 2 set that features Snow Job and the Arctic Bat. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this um, set was maybe conceived for the Rise of Cobra line, part of those Walmart 2 packs, or at least the Arctic Bat was. Basically, I mean, these are just straight repaints. Snow Job is a repaint of the Pursuit of Cobra Snow Job, and I have to say I kind of like the new design here. It's more of an Arctic theme. And the Arctic Bat, which I really didn't think I was going to like, is a repaint of the Jungle Viper. Um, few things just to note right off the bat. In terms of plastic quality, these are absolutely fine. They feel solid, like the previous Retaliation, Rise of Cobra, and Pursuit of Cobra figures. Um, and both are loaded with accessories, which we'll get to in a minute. Um, as you can see, this is an Arctic theme, so they're done in a white and well, Snow Job is a white and green camouflage, while the Arctic Bat is a white with the digitized gray. And I don't have the Jungle Bat handy, but just looking at it, it kind of says that they've really just went ahead and recolored the pattern on the Jungle Bat, which I think is really cool. Um, for articulation, these are pretty much standard Pursuit of Cobra figures. The bat actually goes back to the 25th anniversary. Snow Job's head can swivel slightly, but the collar of the parka limits its movement. There is no up and down movement. Universal shoulders, single jointed elbows, just a wrist rotation. The parka, which is removable, does hinder any type of waist articulation, and in fact, on the side, the parka cannot close fully as one of the nubs there is just won't connect, and there's really no way to get in there and force it. My hands are a little too big. Ball jointed hips, double jointed knees, full forward and back ankle rocker, rotation at the ankle, but no pivot. This is a older Pursuit of Cobra figure. The bat's articulation is basically the same. Um, the head is on a ball joint, but due to the way the socket is set and the head is designed, it can only swivel left to right. Universal shoulders, 90-degree bend at the elbow. Instead of wrist articulation, you have a swivel at the forearm. That's due to the interchangeable joint nature of the, well, I should say not joint, but the interchangeable part nature of the bats. Um, Ab crunch, waist articulation, somewhat hindered due to the chest design, ball jointed hips, double jointed knees, and the same ankle articulation as Snow Job. Nothing new here. These were just straight repaints. I mean, with Snow Job, all the accessories are the same. Arctic Bat, there are a few differences, which we'll get to in just a minute. Okay, starting us off, we're going to take a look at Snowjob's backpack. Now, if you remember from the Pursuit of Cobra figure, basically, Snowjob came with a ton of accessories that all can be carried on the backpack. Unfortunately, the backpack will not peg into the back of Snowjob. I think the peg here might be just a little too thick, which is disappointing because it does come with a lot of nice stuff. You can see I have his giant skis on, the ski poles. I even went ahead and pegged the rifle into the side since he really can't hold the rifle with two hands in a and really that kind of rifle you're meant to prop up. Now for the rest of the accessories with Snow Job, if you go ahead and take a look, I left them here in the packaging. You have that little parka, gas tank, ice pick, phone, which all can peg into um, the side of the backpack, and there's even over here. I don't know why it's on this side, but that's a little butane lighter that's going to go with that frying pan that all pegs together, and stuff like that. I mean, does it make him a little unwieldy? Absolutely. Um, but that's just the nature of it. Now for the bat, he does have an interchangeable head and chest plate. He actually comes packaged wearing the battle damaged head. I guess it's just a little variety. There's the forearms, so you can give him normal hands. He does come with the Rise of Cobra Snowtrooper rifle, which was basically an updated variation of the Snow Serpent rifle. Unfortunately, can't hold it in the hands because the hands are just a little too wide to fit into that grip. And there's a pair of these its own version of ice picks. Now, on top of all that, if I can just bring the figure in, he also happens to come with what I thought was pretty cool. A the If you remember from Retaliation, the Roadblock figure came with this great 50 caliber handheld machine gun with the ammo drum. This, I guess, is replacing that great Gatling chain gun that the Jungle Viper came with. Both are awesome. Does have the arm attachments, as you can see here. I have him with the claw one, which is what it comes packaged with. Unfortunately, this is a little loose and a little warped, but it's not that noticeable. Of course, there's the backpack to hold the attachments. In the old days, the backpack used to be able to hold all three, so you would have a space to store the hand. Unfortunately, due to the change in size and design, it can only hold the two additional attachments, the drill and the torch. Um, Also, as you saw on the side, it does have a working holster um, that has a removable pistol. That pistol, I think, was a QC issue, was jammed in there while the paint was still wet. As I pulled it out, I scraped off a lot of that silver paint from the inside of the holster. Um, all in all, I think between the two figures, the Arctic Bat is a little bit better off than Snowjob. I also just want to mention that there are no instructions in the packaging about how to store Snowjob's items on his pack, so it would be a little bit of trial and error. I've always liked Arctic themed figures. I don't know. I think I've always liked the cold, and that so I was kind of happy to get this set. Um, Realistically, I mean, there's not a lot of stuff here that I can recommend to make you rush out and get it. I mean, the Arctic Bat is really nice, but you can possibly just make one yourself, just if you want to repaint. I mean, the only thing new is that great 50 caliber rifle, and I'm sure you can find those on secondary means and just give it to your regular bat. I mean, really, their Arctic Bat never really existed in the proper Joe mythos or universe. Snow Job, really, if you have the single pack figure, there's nothing here to recommend. I mean, he's a prime example of that Pursuit of Cobra aesthetic of just loading everything up with accessories and sending it on the way. Um, Now, as I mentioned, I don't live in winter states, but I am curious if skis really are that big. I think it's a little much, but this is your old pal Chuck for Snow Job and the Arctic Back from the Arctic Ambush set. Find this and the other G.I. Joe 50th anniversary sets at your local Toys R Us. We'll see you next time.